Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your face.
You play 2K.
All the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't.
Well, the players love it. Thank you, David. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at Portland, winding things down this season. They're in that all-important 9th position within striking distance of a playoff spot. And, of course, the Warriors. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And when you look at Portland, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out. They're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 down low. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Thompson. Down low, here's Green. Knocks down the 10-footer. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Offensive rebound, Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard buries the long-range jumper.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And here is Curry. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And they pick up 2.
The advantage of having a point guard you can trust. Steph Curry has one thing in mind. How can we score?
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Here's Curry. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Curry finds Wiggins. Back to Curry. On deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
And the basket by McCollum.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
And Thompson gets it to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence. And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed.
Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. The last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. It looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Trent. He's covered by Thompson. And there's the pass to Simons. Hits it from three-point range.
Good poise, good pass from Whiteside. Hassan with beautiful vision on that play.
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Looney. Golden State moving it around. Here's Poole. The shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Little gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
To the paint. Here's Hazonia. And finish off by Hazonia.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Poole the pass to Thompson. Here's Pascal. Passes it to Looney. Here's Pascal. He's covered by Whiteside. Pascal's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Little. Now Hazonia. Whiteside inside. Looney on him. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Thompson passes to Pascal. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
There's where Thompson's underrated vision comes into play. That's an excellent find.
Here's Trent. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And stolen by Whiteside. In the corner, it's Little. The pass to Trent. Now Little.
Textbook defense from Klay Thompson. Did a real nice job.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Pass to Pascal. Count it. Pascal's got his second basket of the night.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
Off three-pointer, Wiggins. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Smailagic. The rebound by Simons. Portland leading by 4. Trent passes to Whiteside. Good on the bucket.
All of 7 feet, 265. Whiteside easily powers through contact. That's a great play.
Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Pass to Pascal. Hazonia defended. Just 5 on the clock. They get a hand on it. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Simons. And here's Whiteside. The layup missed. Warriors trail by 6. To the middle, Smailagic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Poole. He's covered by Whiteside. Steve, I know you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shooting a three ball, because there's some teams and there's some players, I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
Warriors trail by 3. Now the basket pool. There's 1:17 left now here in the second. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Hazonia with the ball. He averages about 5 points a game. At the elbow, it's Whiteside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
Collins kicks to Anthony. Come on. No good from outside. The Warriors have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. And it's Little finishing it off.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Chris pass to Thompson. Lillard against Curry. Just 5 to shoot. The shot's good. Curry's got 5 now.
Every night from Steph puts so much pressure on the defense because he's always looking to attack.
Inside. Can't get it to fall.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4. And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Curry outside. Good on the triple. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Steph, maybe the best shooter we've seen from beyond the arc. Pretty.
Lillard from deep three-point land, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
To the inside. Green finds Chris, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
Both shots good from the stripe.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Lillard with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. And finished off by Nurkic.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Curry against Lillard. Green, good, and Curry gets the assist.
Not the tallest power forward in the league, but Draymond Green carving out space.
Collins passes to Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wiggins kicks to Chris. Wiggins outside. McCollum against Thompson. Curry outside. That shot off. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Down low, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
Curry against Lillard. From deep three-point range, Draymond Green grabs the miss.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. C.J. McCollum, third.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
They recover it. Green, the pass to Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10. 18 feet out. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Curry outside. They get it again. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
He kicks it to McCollum. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Thompson. From deep. And the Warriors get it back. Trailblazers trail by 3. Collins passes to Lillard. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Here's Anthony. Nurkic trying to get open. Anthony's shot is off. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And now Portland on the break. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Nurkic.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Green passes to Thompson. And the wide open shot from Green. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's pretty good at catch and shoot. You know he's feeling it right now.
Lillard from outside. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Outside Curry. Inside, here's Green. Misses the baby hook. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Warriors lead by 3. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
It's going to become a possession game.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Whiteside is out there with Collins. Then it's Anthony. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Curry looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Trent.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid to keep pushing the basketball in transition because in a half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
Looney passes to Pascal. Looney kicks to Wiggins. Curry on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Collins passes to Simons. The Trailblazers with the new shot clock. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Passes to Pascal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Trent. Portland moving the ball around. Anthony with it from past the arc. Whiteside kicks to Anthony. Here's Trent. And Portland again with the bucket.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
On the wing, Wiggins. Outside for Curry. Misses the mark. His 3rd miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Here's Simons. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Curry. The pass to Pascal. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Wiggins kicks to Thompson. Pass to Chris. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson with the bucket.
These are the kind of looks Thompson just eats up.
Trailblazers trail by 4. And stolen by Wiggins. Thompson outside. Outside for Curry. Chris pass to Pascal. Thompson outside. Passes it to Pascal. Now Chris. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Little, he's checked in for Zach Collins. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Lillard fires away from way outside. Portland again missing. Warriors leading by 4. Chris pass to Wiggins. And now here's Chris. He's covered by Whiteside. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those 2 elements all the time.
Lillard against Curry. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Here's Lillard. Denied. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And here are the Trailblazers now. They trail by 6. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Outside Curry. Off target from 3-point range.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
A three-pointer, Wiggins. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Here's Lillard. Got it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. And glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. So Golden State will get the first possession. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Whiteside. Little out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Trent in at the point guard.
There have been a number of heat checks here for Curry, but he keeps on rolling.
Trent passes to Little. McCollum trying to get open. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. A three off the inbound. Offensive rebound. Whiteside. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Warriors leader. Pass to Curry. Back to Thompson. Green with the ball. Now Anthony defending. That's good from Chris on the assist by Green. And the Warriors lead by 4.
You gotta give Chris props there. Although he's young, he isn't afraid of the moment.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Lillard looking around. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lillard against Thompson. Chris pass to Green. Back to Chris. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Lillard. Count the basket.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Thompson against McCollum. And Thompson kicks to Wiggins. Outside Curry. The train. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gotten only one of their first 5 shots to drop here in overtime. Outside Anthony. Whiteside inside. Covered by Chris. There's the pass to Little. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. A putback. That one doesn't drop. Now Portland takes it the other way.
And overtime has come down to this. They need at least 2 points, or you can kiss this baby goodnight.
Buries it from outside.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
From downtown, the three won't fall. Stolen by Green, and so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony.
exhibit improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going up. Well, Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, D.A. Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. We've got Luka Doncic, also Seth Curry out there. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
Now, here's Doncic. Porzingis at the elbow. 5 to shoot. Green with the rebound. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Ball's knocked loose. Doncic with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And the dunk by Doncic.
creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
It's Curry with the drive. Passes it to Chris. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Chris. Doncic against Curry. And Doncic gets it to go. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Great positioning on the putback.
He has the tools and the physical advantages. Marquise Chris wanting to be more active on the offensive glass.
Doncic outside. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Lets it go from 14. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Top of the key. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
That's a high percentage shot from Steph Curry. Just put that on repeat.
Doncic knocks down the 3 ball. Doncic has got 7.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic against Curry. Green draws the double. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Hardaway. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Doncic against Curry. Kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Chris. To the paint. Wiggins outside. Outside Curry. Shoots over Doncic. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Wiggins. He has 5.
Really doesn't matter who's guarding Steph. Sometimes he's just incredible when it comes to making shots under pressure.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Finney-Smith missed inside.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Green dishes to Wiggins. Outside Curry. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to the Nuggets. Here's Doncic. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. From past the arc. Porzingis with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
They get it back, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
Curry kicks to Chris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Chris has got his second basket of the game. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And that one hits back iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
At the end of one, a closely... So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green's...
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the...
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Burke is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Kleba in at the four-man position. When it comes to hustle, effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 balls that are just so important? And sometimes, with the win-or-loss in the balance.
And I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverley who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But, those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize you. You're exactly right.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now, here's Thompson. Pass to Looney. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Man, we see this so many times. The defense so concerned with Klay Thompson's shooting ability that he's able to burn them with moving the ball.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Wright. Now Barea. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Burke, the pass to Barea. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's Pascal. Poole, the pass to Looney. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Looney's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
To the inside. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Poole. Burke covering. The pass to Poole. Smailagic comes up empty down low. Dallas leading by 3. A wide open look here for Wright. Another 3 for Dallas.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. To the left wing, Smailagic misses off the left iron. And it's Burke with the ball for the Mavericks. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Inside, Looney, and that's in. Nice feed on the play. Looney's got 7.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Mavericks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Wright. Curry's checked in for J.J. Barea. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Burke. Now here's Curry. He's got 5. 30 seconds left in the first half. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks leading by 7. From the arc. Cans it from downtown. Hardaway has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touch by Marjanovic.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. Begins with the block. Thompson outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so that's the end of the first half. The Mavericks on top. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of... And...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors' 5.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
It's Thompson off the drive. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Warriors trail by 12. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play. Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Outside for Curry. Outside Hardaway. Down low and stolen by Wiggins. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. And the 3 off target.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
The offensive rebound for Porzingis. And at last, they get one to fall. And the Mavericks lead by 12. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win. Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Now, here's Thompson from 12 feet out. And there's Chris. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Chris has got 6 points.
Marquise Chris is becoming a better scorer, more familiar with those areas on the floor. That time, catch and shoot.
Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. Shot clock at 6, and it's good for 2. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So, in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically. But certainly, every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down?
Curry on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. And he makes that one. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. 51 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Doncic feeling it out. Offline with his 3.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Doncic against Curry. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Lock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Warriors with possession here. Thompson inside the line, and the Warriors get it back. It's not going to go for him. Now Curry. No good.
I just keep watching Draymond Green and keep being impressed by what he does defensively out there.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. They've got Marjanovic. Burke is out there with Wright. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kleba in at the 4 slot. Dallas leading by 10. Burke with it to the middle. A steal. Out on his own on the break. Smile again. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 11. On the wing, Wiggins. To the paint. Here's Pascal. And he lays it straight in.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And here is Burke. Puts up a 3. Wiggins with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And it's Burke with the ball for Dallas. 17 points was their biggest margin. Down low. Marjanovic kicks to Kleba. Dallas moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. On the left block, Dallas again missing. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Wiggins. Yes! And the foul.
Sounds good.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Now, here's Doncic from deep. Doesn't go for him. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 10 points for Steph Curry.
And I just love the calm confidence that Steph has in these kind of moments. Give the ball to him, he'll do it to you every time. It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting him rip.
Basket counts. And it's now only a 1-point Dallas lead.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Pass to Pascal. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead. Outside Curry. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dallas. Thompson for the triple. Mavericks with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Woo, Tim Hardaway Jr. up and at it that time.
Warriors trail by 9 to the inside. Deflects the pass. Porzingis with the steal. Hardaway passes to Curry. Here's Pascal. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Now, here's Doncic. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that one, good. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Now, here's Thompson. Pascal. Porzingis with the rebound. Here's Kleba. Back to Hardaway. There's 10 seconds left in the game. 6 to shoot. Back to Kleba. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel.
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. And let's...
Well,
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Portland, a couple spots below.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, Doncic out there with Curry. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Another 3 for Dallas. Clark, you admire rebounding. You were a terrific rebounder yourself. What makes these teams so great on the glass?
Well, Kevin, a few things. One, they emphasize it. They prioritize rebounding the basketball. And then they send everybody to the glass. A lot of guys for each of these teams goes to the board, and the work ethic is outstanding.
That hustle, and you were a hustler, but I know you admire that as much as anything, don't you?
That's a big part of rebounding, hustling.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
Uncovered. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lillard way outside. And that one goes out of bounds. As touched by Lillard. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Doncic against Lillard. Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. Can't hit from in close. It's McCollum on the wing. They get it back. The shot, no good. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Curry kicks to Doncic. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Here's Lillard. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. From deep three-point range, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 6 points.
Guys, Doncic has great shooting mechanics, and he can knock it down from deep or just about from anywhere on the court.
And it's McCollum in the corner. This is to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Anthony. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Al Porzingis after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Inside. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. He's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Lillard, who's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points. They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Anthony. The Mavericks making the shot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Doncic feeling it out. Here's Porzingis. Back to Doncic. 4 seconds left. Nurkic with the block. And he's able to get it back. Curry outside. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Dallas?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Dallas, we've got DeLon Wright. Trey Burke is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Kleba in at the 4 slot.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade, a chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jump.
Here's Burke. The rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 12. Lasagna, the pass to Trent. Trailblazers keep it alive. Dallas has gotten off 4 shots from 3-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Here's Kleba. Here's Burke. The kick out to Wright. Another 3 for Dallas.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Fires the 3. And no good. Mavericks leading by 15. Here's Barea. Sweet move. And he sinks the layup. Barea's got his first bucket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They need this. And it's Simons missing. Dallas has gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. A nice shot by Barea. Barea's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Bangs home the trifecta. Clark, how do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached. And great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
Clock at 6. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
From the stripe. Passes it to Trent. Portland moving the ball around. Takes the 3. He's off on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. No good on the shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And that one drops. Wright's got 5 points in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Trent can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now the Mavericks with it. They're on an 11-3 run right now. And Wright kicks to Marjanovic. Pass to Burke from the low block. He squares up and sinks it. Burke's got his first points in this one.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Trent passes to Simons. Off target with his 3. Barea surveying the floor. Burke the pass to Barea. Here's Wright. No good with the layup.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jets. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are in blowout territory, leading. And
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
Curry passes to Porzingis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketballs had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
To the paint, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
No good from Finney Smith.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
Lillard from outside.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
Curry against McCollum. Stolen by Collins. McCollum kicks to Anthony. He is looking for McCollum and finds him. Gets an open look and hits. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gates.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base. Those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Count it. And it's 8 points for Luka Doncic.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Dallas moving the ball around.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Lillard outside. Doncic with the steal. Hardaway with a wide open look. Keeps it alive, and Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's DeLon Wright in for Curry. Portland also making some changes. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Little in for Collins. Shot clock at 6. Doncic. And it's off the back rim. No good. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Portland. Here's Anthony. And the layup's good off the glass. Anthony's got 8 points.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Collin passes to Lillard. Little with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Sinks the triple. Whiteside's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep. Always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. Here's Kleber. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. And Trey Burke subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Trent's checked in. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And stolen by Wright. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Kleber. Great positioning on the putback.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Simons. They grab their own miss. He can't get it to go. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
It's a long game. It's a long game. But listen, we don't have a chance if we don't rebound and defend and give them second chance points. It takes too much out of us.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
They've got J.J. Barea, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Jackson. Then it's Lee, and it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Mark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic and stolen by Lillard. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Fires the three, and the Trailblazers another three.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And here is Doncic. Six on the shot clock. Dallas, no good that time either.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Lillard against Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. That three off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 19. That's a 2 from Lillard, and it's good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And, Greg, that kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Collins passes to Trent. Portland moving the ball around. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. 18 feet out, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in to the inside. Finney Smith can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And even though you only see him in short spurts, Boban makes an impact, Clark, when on the floor.
Yeah, Marjanovic is a huge guy, and he only plays limited minutes at a time. But there's nothing small about this guy. He's an efficient scorer when he gets his chances, but just doesn't have the foot speed to be able to play significant minutes.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Their losing streak had gotten to the point where anybody had to put his foot down. And even though there were other more probable candidates, he's been the one to take over that leadership role. Lillard with it from deep. The rebound by Marjanovic. 27 seconds left in the fourth. Barea, the pass to Marjanovic. Trying his luck from deep. Offensive rebound.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And it's Lillard missing. Now Barea. Jackson finds Barea. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of
It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more before we... Yeah, they got a lot of pride there, there's no doubt, and rightfully so. Thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5, and it's Anthony in at the 3. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Wiggins kicks to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Lillard. Anthony with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Green. Lillard with the rebound. McCollum against Thompson. Anthony, the pass to Collins. The Warriors pull it in.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back. Much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
Now here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Stay on the clock. And Thompson launches it from deep. The long-distance 3 is buried.
Well, the three-point shot is one of the most dangerous aspects of Klay Thompson's game. Somebody check that man.
And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
McCollum against Thompson. Pass to Curry. Green left side. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, Draymond Green is a smart, strong guy who is able to finish through contact. You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Thompson. Here's Chris. Wiggins outside. He dishes it to Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the problem for Wiggins, a former overall #1 pick, people always seem to want more from him, whether it's warranted or not.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Wiggins. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And checking out the numbers for Whiteside, just an incredible month of basketball. Second in rebounding, second in blocks, and he's right there among the most efficient scorers in our league, third overall in field goal percentage.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking second in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Curry against Lillard. Doris, you've seen a lot of the Golden State Warriors. You've covered their last 5 finals appearances, their 3 championships. Where do you think the Warriors rank all time?
Well, first of all, it's been a privilege to cover one of the great teams in NBA history. I do believe it's really hard to compare eras, because if you think back to the 90s and the level of physicality that defenses were allowed to play with, you know, it's a drastically different game. It's played in much more open space. Steph Curry has completely changed the defensive geometry with his ability to shoot the basketball. But listen, for me, it's been a privilege to cover this great Warriors run.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Launches a 3. Steph Curry with the rebound. 43 seconds left in the first. McCollum against Thompson. Passes to Green. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Nurkic. And Anthony gets it to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Curry with the 3. Nice D from Lillard. The Blazers on offense. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Whiteside kicks to Lillard. Offensive rebound.
You know, and even when the play isn't for him, Anthony able to get on the glass and on the scoreboard.
Curry looking it over. Tips it up. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Damian Lillard. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind off the basketball.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at shooting guard. So it's the Warriors now. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Wiggins. A three-pointer, no good.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Zach Collins checked in for Whiteside. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. There's the 3. Trent can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 8-point game. Here's Poole. Over in the corner. Looney. Poole. Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And there's the pass to Little. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Here's Trent. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Here's Simons following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Trent gets the bucket. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That's his first foul. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anfernee Simons. Poole, the pass to Chris. Shot clock at 6. From the baseline. Portland grabs the miss. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Here's Lillard. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Pascal. Chris with it. Working on Nurkic. Chris with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Here's Curry with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, he makes it look easy. Defender in his grill. No problem. Lights out.
3 on 3. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure, and then get some runouts.
Lillard up top, guarded by Curry. And again, it's Portland converting.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Now here's Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Well, Steph Curry continues to put pressure on the defense, just getting to the line at will.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Can't nail the jumper. Green finds Thompson. Nurkic with the block. Lillard fires away from way outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here. After leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Lillard against Curry. Lillard misses. Warriors trail by 3. For the tie, The offensive rebound, and Wiggins able to finish.
Boy, Kev, how about the quick jump and 7-foot wingspan of Wiggins? Just major advantage on the offensive glass.
Now here's Lillard. 13 points in the game, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, Kev, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Here's Wiggins. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Damian Lillard. Or sometimes what was once considered a negative becomes a positive. For example, tweeners are now looked at as very valuable assets and very versatile assets.
Yeah, Kev, no doubt. Like, think about how much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college for the power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on a roster.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the Trailblazers pick up two.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Here's Trent. Count that one. Trent's got 6. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. That's tipped. The Warriors have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Trailblazers making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. In the third spot, Hassan Whiteside.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
And that one misses. Well, you have to be a fan of the way Kevon Looney plays, the former UCLA Bruin. He puts in the work on the defensive end, Doris, and it shows.
No doubt. He has evolved to be the kind of player who is often asked to guard the wings, sometimes even point guards. Just think back to last year's playoffs. He had to guard the likes of James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. This guy is so gifted as a defender, and he's only getting started.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Simons. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Simons has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Wiggins drives in to the right side. All sorts of time, and the jumper falls for him. Bulls got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Portland moving the ball around. Here's Simons. The shot will not fall, and Golden State will come the other way. Poole the pass to Pascal. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Warriors trail by 3. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at the Trailblazers. Right now, they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. And checking out Golden State, right now, quite a ways down below.
And when you look at Portland, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Takes it from 10. That one goes in. Wolves got 8 points. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Little passes to Collins. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Looney for the lead. Over to the wing. Poole, the pass to Pascal. And there's another turnover by the Warriors. Just 4 seconds left in the third. Simons from beyond the arc and then some. Simons has got 8 here in the quarter. And stolen by Whiteside. And we've reached the end of the third. Portland out in front. They're up by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Passes it to Thompson. Got a piece of it. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. And it's Lillard missing. Warriors trail by 7. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Green. And that's now 7 points for Steph Curry.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Shoots over Curry. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, the size advantage playing a big part there. Just calmly rises and fires.
Up again.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by McCollum. Outside for Curry. Back to Green. The pass to Chris. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
How about 6'10" with a 38-inch vertical? You do the math. That's a heck of a play by Marquise Chris.
Cullen passes to Whiteside. Curry against Lillard. The high post shot. Kept alive. McCollum outside. Connects from three-point range. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. Warriors shooting a respectable 47% for the field in this one. Thompson looking for an opening. Pass to Chris. Lock at 6. Pass to Pascal. Back to Chris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Warriors making a change here. Higgins is checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland no good that time either.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. That one goes. Count it. Lillard's got 20.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Curry against Lillard. Thompson passes to Chris. They kick it out to Green, and stolen by Lillard.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
You know, I guess the only good thing about it is it didn't turn into a fast break the other way. Dead ball turnover.
Here's Green. You can't get that one. Good work defensively by Anthony. Here's Lillard. And he comes up with the deuce. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Makes it off the glass.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. Whenever things started to look a little dire, they really put the hammer down.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. He wins on the year now. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. They get it back, passes it to Bowman. Looney down low, lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Trent, covered by Lee. Gabriel, the pass to Trent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And no good that time. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Bird, David.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20 and first looks at what's coming.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Welcome, everyone, to Noche. Let's try to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. And for Dallas, they've got Seth Curry. He's out there with Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. There should be plenty of fireworks out in the backcourt tonight in this one. Of the guards you played alongside, who was the best combination passer scorer?
Oh, man, you put me on the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
you played with a lot of them,
out.
though, didn't you? Huh?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I've ever played with, but he could shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
3 terrific names. Here's Thompson after Luka Doncic's bucket. Green deciding where to go with it. Fires for 3, and it's Thompson that time on the assist by Green.
You can't overcommit when Green has the ball. He'll make you pay by finding the open teammate.
Doncic with it, and Curry picks him up defensively, and Finney Smith gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Chris, the 3, and it's Stephen Curry with a 3.
Always looking to fire away from outside the arc. Curry is a master at hitting these shots.
Outside Curry. They double-team Curry. Here's Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Wiggins. And here's Chris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
Davis is rebounding. He stood out even more than me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
Hardaway, no good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors.
Well, Kevin, this Warriors team, they just have a wealth of stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season. They legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. Doncic against Curry. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 6.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Thompson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
Curry passes to Pascal. To the middle, here's Thompson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Well, that's good, solid work in the painted area. Thompson's a threat from anywhere.
Outside Curry. Cleveland, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Curry against Doncic. Curry passes to Green. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I mean, he's built like a truck. Draymond easily able to finish through contact now with the chance to put the cherry on top.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. J.J. Barea is checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Burke in for Doncic.
Yeah, fans around the league love to hate Draymond Green for how outspoken he is. But I honestly believe the hate fuels Green. He loves to play the bad guy.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Wiggins. Pass to Pascal. Guarded by Barea. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Burke finds Barea. Wright looking around. Down low. And Marjanovic with the slam.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. A lot of game left to play.
Cool. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The first quarter all wrapped up. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's
And he should know, a former defensive player of the year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, got the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Looney, and it's Pascal in at the four-man position. Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go out. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Ron Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
The rebound by Marjanovic. The Mavericks leading. Kleba, the pass to Marjanovic. It's tipped. Dallas moving it around. Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. And Marjanovic with the slam.
As hot as he's getting, they have to plan on bringing the double team every time he touches it.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. The Mavericks shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Kicks it out to Wiggins. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And so here is Dallas. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Shoots the 3. Burke can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Looney. That shot off, and the Mavericks going the other way now. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
Here's Wiggins following the score by Dallas. Pass to Looney. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Finney-Smith. Dishes it to Wright. In the corner, it's Kleber. 1:52 left to play in the first half. This one for three. It's rebounded by Poole. Warriors trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Wiggins inside the line. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Finney-Smith. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. The Mavericks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Maxi Kleber. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Wright. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke. Now, here's Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And when Draymond sets his feet, catches, and releases in rhythm, watch out.
Finney-Smith. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Finney-Smith's got his second bucket. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Pascal. Guarded by Hardaway. Thompson finds Chris. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the paint. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Pass to Chris. And there's the feed to Green. And it goes down 2 points. Green's got 7 points.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Oh, they must ramp up the effort level, the intensity level. They're making it too easy for him out there.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to have to. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson along the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was. And that's.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. Great job defensively so far.
We've got Luka Doncic, also Seth Curry out there. Hardaway is out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at power forward. It's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Doncic with it. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Here's the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Doncic has got the lead up to 9 now for the man.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
Pass to Wiggins. Thompson in the posts. Curry meets him. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Wiggins. He's got 9.
A good size for the 2 position, but Clay's been able to compete and play through the contact.
Right side Hardaway. And stolen by Wiggins. Releases. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Green. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation. Yeah, I I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
To the middle, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Curry looking around. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 6.
So pure. I mean, there are times when Curry puts it up and you just know it's going in.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Doncic. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Green left side. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's right in for Seth Curry. Now the pass to Kleber. And stolen by Wiggins. Out to the right wing. From deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open.
Kleber, the pass to Doncic. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Curry against Doncic. On the wing, Wiggins. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Barea comes in for Luka Doncic. 2 on the clock. 3-pointer. Haskell's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 5. Hardaway goes in. That one drops for him. Hardaway has got his first points of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
By Hardaway, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. Burke, he's checked in for Hardaway. Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Burke with the ball. Off target at the rim.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the basket by Curry.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Now here's Burke. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The kick out to right. Pass to Marjanovic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And so he hits both. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. A rebound by Marjanovic.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Kleber, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Curry. From deep 3-point range. Oh, look at that range. He got it.
He's either crazy or confident for taking that shot. I don't know which one, but call it buckets.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the 3rd quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Steph Curry. And there's Chris, and it's Pascal in at the 4 slot. Warriors trail by 7. Now Wiggins passes to Pascal. Just 5 to shoot. Curry on the wing. And stolen by Wright. And now Barea running the floor all by himself. An easy 2 points on the layup. Barea's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Curry from deep three-point land. The Mavericks pull it in. Kleba's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Inside. Shot from 6. Marjanovic, no good. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Dallas moving the ball around. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Maxi Kleber. Curry's checked in for Wright. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Klay Thompson comes in for Wiggins. Here's Pascal. Fires it up. The putback. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the 3 ball is good. 15 points for Steph Curry. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chocolate, Jason Williams, what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. You look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Pedro Stojakovic, 2 of the best shooters I've played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Another miss by Curry. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Green against Curry. To the inside. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into a scoring chance. I love that.
Thompson from long range. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 1:11 left in the 4th quarter. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Back to Curry. On the wing, Hardaway. Off target from outside. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 11. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Dallas. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Here's Porzingis. Hardaway goes in. Chris with the rebound.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Oh, well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough.
Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. He dishes it to Curry. To the middle. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
And it's in there.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
On deep. Misses there. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. RPM tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to a special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
Break in the action. So let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right now at the playoff start, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, Portland, they're 9th best in the conference.
And when you look at Portland, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at power forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Lillard. He had 25 points last game. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
Lillard misses.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time. Well, Damian Lillard and his commitment to not only the way that he wants to play and wants to improve, but his commitment to Portland and this city and this franchise has been nothing short of remarkable.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Brent, you think about Lillard's value not just to the Blazers, but to the entire community of Portland, Oregon. Outstanding.
Always great, Kevin, to see a superstar take it off the floor and want to make impacts in the community. Lillard has been amazing at the job that he's done here in Portland and has stayed committed to where this franchise wants to go and trying to bring a championship to the Northwest.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Now, here's Doncic. 38 points for him last game against Denver.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
When you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but right. You know the role that he had for the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Kleba. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Marjanovic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Burke with it. No points in the game yet for him. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Trent. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Five to shoot. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Burke dishes to Wright. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Simons. It's Hezonja in the corner. The pass to Simons. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And it's Hezonja with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Right outside. Back to Burke. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's Little. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. The leadership mantle, something that...
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure. But also, it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic. J.J. Barea is out there with Wright. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kleba in at the 4. Trailblazers trail by 4.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
Here's Wright. Portland making their last shot. Little with the rebound. Here's Trent, and the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic comes in for DeLon Wright. Here's Lillard. On the high post, he drills it. Lillard's got 5 now. Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Nobody near Lillard. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Doncic against McCollum. Back to Doncic. Barea looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Kleba. Stolen by Collins. Puts it up from 12. McCollum. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Sometimes CJ, just with movement alone, finds himself in the right spot, and this time picks up a couple of garbage points.
Now here's Barea. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Portland with the ball, following the score by Dallas. And it's Lillard again missing.
Yeah, and that one way back in the first quarter is the three-pointer that has been his only one of the night.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up to the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 2. Good on the shot. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Here 3 for 7-footer Zach Collins, showing some real potential as a 3-and-D rim protector.
The interesting thing about last year and Zach Collins was how he played in the playoffs, stepping up, playing with tremendous confidence, playing with physicality. Of why it is Portland moved up a couple years ago in the draft to get Zach Collins in uniform.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Here's Barea, and it's sent back by Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. On the Mavericks with some changes, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Seth Curry in for J.J. Barea. Anthony against Hardaway. Over Anthony, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Growing up in the Bay Area, I worked out a lot and spent a lot of time with Tim Hardaway Sr. Remember the killer crossover, and Tim Hardaway Jr. continues to show why he belongs in the league after a lot of hard work on his own.
Burke, he's checked in for Doncic. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Lillard from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 10 points in the game. Burke kicks to Curry. Back to Burke. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Lillard way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Porzingis can't hit.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. He has 5.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Shot from free throw range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Anthony. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kent. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a... And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And yes, it's good. Finney-Smith's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Mavericks. Lillard from outside. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Curry finds Hardaway. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Hardaway has got 7. What improvements, Brent, do you like to see out of players going from season 1 to their second season in the league?
Biggest thing, Kevin, turnovers. player comes into the league, has an opportunity to play, wants to rush things, plays too fast, doesn't have an ability to slow down and make reads. From season 1 to season 2, and given the role and responsibility for that player, when you watch a guy whose ability to take away the mistakes, the simple mistakes he made last year, that's growth.
Because it's connected to so many other areas of his game.
Right, and he's not trying to do things that he wasn't capable of doing when he came into the league last year. He's understanding more of where it is that he's best suited in possessions and for that offense.
Good explanation. Three-pointer, Lillard knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
That's a pretty quick trigger from Lillard. That's what allows him to nail those jumpers. Sometimes he realizes the D's a bit closer.
From deep three-point range, Doncic, no good. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. McCollum against Curry. McCollum, no good. Mavericks trail by 3. The tray. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Hardaway. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Lillard attacking. It's rebounded by Doncic.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, Melo has had a 40% year shooting from beyond the three-point mark, and so you got to respect that ability.
Here's Finney-Smith, 11 points in the game, but he gets it back. Curry finds Doncic. Down low, and Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got 6 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
And here's McCollum for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game from mid-range. You could argue he's the best, flat out.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Doncic. That shot off the mark. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Curry on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
He's just such a dynamite scorer, and for 82 games of a regular season, Lillard's in attack mode.
Inside. Out to Doncic. Shoots. Connects. The jumper drops. Doncic has got 7 now in this quarter.
just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Count that bucket.
Well, compact and strong Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's Dallas up 2 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game.
We haven't given up any resistance at the other.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Luka Doncic. Dewan Wright is out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Kleba in at the 4 spot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here's Doncic. Pass to Kleba. Here's Marjanovic. He's covered by Whiteside. And the shot goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Lillard attacking, and he makes good on the layup. Lillard's got 13 points in the second half.
That's high-level concentration there from Lillard. Stays under control in the face of some pretty good defense.
Right, the pass to Doncic. Back to Wright. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Wright.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Lillard way outside. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Mavericks ball.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Burke. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Hazonia kicks to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Pass to Trent. Back to Whiteside. Lillard outside. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Here's Trent, guarded by Wright. Trent can't hit.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Burke with it. Lillard picks him up. Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. That one falls, coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Portland again missing.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
When it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in the stick. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The pass to Trent. Here's Whiteside. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Burke. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And he lays it up and in. Berg's got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Trent passes to Carmelo. No good with the triple. Here's Dallas. They're on a 15-5 run. Porzingis kicks to Burke. Whiteside against Porzingis. Over Whiteside, sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They came in here.